Hey everyone, it's Ryan at GPI. Monday morning, decided I was going to grab the GoPro and probably give you guys a walkthrough of the shop. Mikey is on vacation. He's honeymooning. He got married this weekend, so he won't be in there. But I'm going to swing through there, visit with the guys a little bit, show you a little bit about what we're working on right now, and just give you guys a walkthrough. A lot of you may not have seen our facility or have any idea how things flow through, how we do things, and I'll just touch on things briefly, not take up too much of your time. But I want to do a start out here basically in our showroom and reception area, where we have a little bit of retail space. We park a few cars inside here, and let me flip this thing around. I'll do a little talking and a little walking. So over here I film a few of our videos for product reviews, talk a little tech data and stuff like that. We've got our slat wall with some products displayed. A couple racks out here with some retail stuff on there, some detailing supplies, apparel, some of our products, and then as you can see, obviously we have some cars in here as well. Little area for customers to sit and chill. When we have something going on the dyno, we have this TV on. Unless it's a grudge car, then this TV's off. But you can see when we're dynoing, we actually have the dyno graph up here. You can see a video of your car running on here and everything. So that's pretty cool for customers to be able to set up here and chill and watch that without us having to have them back there in the middle of the mix. And of course, that's a insurance liability as well. Of course, my car that'll maybe run again one day. I'm not too worried about it. Cruise through here. We got Kevin working sales. Phone's not on the hook, so I guess he's on the phone right now doing his thing. I'm just talking loud, interrupting him. My office in here, evident by the energy drink. Let's walk through here to the through the warehouse. The warehouse here, obviously we store a good number of cars as well. What we have here for parts shelving is this wall and also this wall all the way down. What we do is we put tickets out here for the customers' jobs, and once the stuff shows up, basically everything gets staged out here. When everything is out here, then we can schedule the car to come into the shop. At that point, we should have all the parts, ideally, unless we run into something else, and Cody pulls the parts, brings them out to the tech, and that's kind of how that operation is meant to work. Doesn't always go that way. We got some core blocks over here, just some random stuff that's in storage for cars that are torn down in the shop right now. Basically, this shelf right here, we use the forklift and put the big parts and pieces off of the cars that are torn down substantially. We store all that stuff out here, and we try to keep as much as possible out of the shop and out of the workflow area in the shop. That way people aren't tripping on parts and it doesn't look messy, and we can keep things a little bit more cleanly. Several engines in process, as you can see here. It goes over to here. Blocks to be machined over there. We've got a little cage over here. I'll explain this to you as well. Because we have our sister location in Arkadelphia, Kuntz & Company Racing Engines, we have daily transport to and from Kuntz, and we have a little sign-in sheet over here. So when parts and pieces need to be shipped down there, cylinder heads, intake manifolds, etc., crankshafts for balancing, they go in this cage. Everything gets checked in and checked out. And it goes down there in the morning time, and then the next morning anything that was down there that was done and ready comes back to us, put in this cage, and also checked in. So we have a way of tracking, etc., and that's how we handle our transport and working together with our second location. We're all one company, 2 locations. GPI is kind of the performance shop and the retail zone for right now. Kuntz is more the race engine shop and the machine shop. But we're evolving, and stay tuned, there's more things to come. We have a little crankshaft overflow out here, a few cranks on the shelf out here that aren't in the parts room. But for the most part, that's about it out here. Just warehousing, overflow storage, try to keep some cars inside, try to keep builds placed on carts, you know, keep everything together as best as possible. Exhaust off cars that are down, bring them out here, keep everything organized and tagged. Walking on through here, we have our parts space, and you can see it's caged off here and kind of isolated from everything else in the operation. That's where we do all of our shipping, receiving, fulfillment, etc., etc. Got Ronnie, Zach, Cody, and Alan back here doing all things shipping, receiving, and fulfillment wise. Some cars, you know, working on the shop here. Got a cart. Looks like we got some engine stuff going on here. Probably some cleanup about to happen to get ready to either that or we tore one down for an autopsy. Hey John, is this something you guys tore down, kind of autopsying, I guess? The bearings look kind of not good.
That's actually a motor Aaron bought.
Okay, so this was a core engine that was quote unquote good. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you roll the dice when you invest.
Yeah, it actually had a crack journal.
And the crank was cracked as well. Was the block good though?
The
block is salvageable. Here's the block, I guess.
He wants to put it back stock, but number 7, we were going to make a 416 out of it.
Yeah, think it'd go 5 over.
He changed his mind.
Yeah, there's a little scoring in there on 7. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, for sure.
And all the cam bearings are wiped out on it.
Nice. Yeah, if they look like the rest of the bearings in the engine, they're going to be a little rough, huh?
Yeah. So I got to talk with him in a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, he's supposed to be back in a little bit. Pretty cool little car here. Customer just picked up for some future build purposes. Cody cheesing back here doing all the fun part stuff. Brian in here looks like he's checking.
What's up?
He's doing piston rings.
Yes.
You just manhandle those things on there, right?
Oh yeah,
just
for sure.
Get faster, and the more force you put, I mean, they never break.
Yeah, they would never
break.
come apart.
So it looks like we have so what do we got here? It's an LT block. What is this particular build? No customer names, por favor. Just in case, you know what I'm saying?
This is going to be a 4070, so 416 high boost motor.
Yeah, it looks like. So we got the drop in. Well, it's not a drop in, but it's a dish setup on this one with massive relief. So
yes, negative 11 cc's.
Is this going to be a Maggie, or is it going to be a Pro Charge deal? Or
it's going to be PD. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an Edelbrock, I think is what.
Maybe like the Edelbrock 2650.
Yeah.
I got you. Going in truck or car?
A truck.
Of course. The Edelbrocks kind of fit nice on the trucks. They look really good under there, and they'll make the power that most people want to make. I don't think it's quite the 2650 that the Maggie is, but
no,
it's pretty darn good.
It is good.
Yeah, so it looks like on this deal, when we line honed this thing to true the mains up, one of our very common operations we do is we dial the main caps, and of course you guys can't see it with the caps on, but we put dials in here to keep the caps located where they can't shift around. Higher power applications, this is a pretty worthwhile mod to do, and it's relatively inexpensive, so it's something we try to incorporate on most of the builds while we have them apart. So this block looks like it's coming together. You already checked the mains and set them up and everything?
Yeah,
looks like
all the bearings have been set, and this is a brand new factory block.
Another thing we do is also we typically block off the piston oil squirters for a couple reasons. We like to keep the more oil available to the mains than rods, and that piston oil squirter is an oil hemorrhage, which is not necessary for things we do in drag and straight line and street driving. And secondly, they don't clear most of the pistons that we run anyway. So
Nope.
there's a couple reasons we ditch those things. Mainly for the oil control, though.
Yeah, a lot of the aftermarket pistons, Diamond's actually really good about them not hitting, but
Yeah.
a lot of the other brands have issue with hitting the neck of the oil squirter. So that's definitely something to take into consideration.
Yeah, I was looking at this one. Doesn't look like this one's done, but sometimes what we also do is reclock the cam bearings and do a smaller hole in the cam bearing to, basically, you can have an overrun of oil supply to the top end of the engine, because they're not priority main oiling. You get oil to the lifters, the camshaft, the top end, then it has to go down to the mains and rods. So anything we can do to not overrun the top end with oil means we have more available oil pressure down for the bottom side of the engine. Yes. And that's something we prefer to do, and everyone's going to have their own opinion on it, but that's our story and we're sticking to it. So this looks like a little LS setup going together.
Yeah, this is one you don't really want to talk about.
This is okay. Yeah, I know what we don't want to talk about on this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's see the knots on this thing. I'm not going to get. Oh, that's not his name on there,
that's
is
not
it?
his name.
Okay, so there's no name over here. No. Okay, yeah, so here's a set of the heads. Brodix casting. LS7 type deal. Look at the knots on these guys. Whoo-wee! All the knots, all the relief. Yeah, this is going to be pretty nasty.
Yes, it
looks like it's a little 5.3. Pretty solid little 5.3 build.
Yep.
So... anyways, we'll move on along. New guy. Hey, what was your name?
Austin.
Austin's first day. He's doing some cleanup. He wants to be an engineer, and I said you can't be an engineer without engines. So he's learning engines today. Today's day one, so he got to make it on camera. He's the rookie, so he's following some instruction now. I saw him cleaning back there earlier, so they'll keep you busy, that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's roll on through. We love this parts washer we have. I say parts washer. It's mainly for blocks and cylinder heads is what we use it for. Looks like they've got something in here right now. Thermostatically controlled, temperature-wise. Runs a specific detergent for cleaning. It's pretty neat. You got a little area down here. You can see it's baked. Basically all the oil and film off of this stuff. Have to clean this thing out time to time. We run blocks on the top side. It cleans its stuff amazingly well. So, anyways, Mr. Aston Keaton's car. Build long time in progress. Honestly, partially our fault. Just having to jump on and off and other projects and stuff. So appreciate his patience. And but it's going to be a pretty nasty little deal. It's got a Skyview 15-inch conversion in the rear. You see a Frankenstein billet manifold, twin 76s. A little bullet we built to put in there. Waiting on custom drive shafts since it is still a manual car. But anyways, this thing's rocking on along now. I think Mikey, once he gets back from vacation, will hopefully he'll have some more parts so he can get hot and heavy on this thing. Got Larry's bumper cover off and out of the way over here. Just doing some plumbing and a little cleanup work on Larry's car here, trying to get it ready for the season. James Matthews, a little pitch-in car. We joke around and call it the daily driver. It is a 4L80 and it has like a 15 or 20 gallon fuel cell in it, but we can't get in daily driver stuff because it's a solid axle car, but completely daily drivable car. Just doesn't quite fit the rules. Another customer's car from out of state here. I think this is Josh Samples. A couple vets going on here. Another 6-gen build here. Cruising on through. What are you doing, Max? Look at Max's face right now. Hold on, look. Max had a slide hammer incident last week. So
it wasn't my fault.
Just in case you're thinking about being a performance technician, just know you may get hit in the face sometimes.
And knock your teeth out.
Knock your teeth out. Yeah. A few of us have some porcelain going on in our life.
A few.
I wonder if scrubbing bubbles will work for cleaning our teeth instead of having to go to the dentist.
I'm not not gonna find out.
No, maybe not.
No.
What are you doing? You diagnosing something?
Transmission won't program. They built the trans, put a new valve body in it, and I can't get it to program.
All you have to do is tune it, right?
That's all you gotta do.
All you gotta do.
Okay.
All you gotta do. Okay, well, I'll leave you alone with that. Another customer's car here. We've got significantly disassembled, as you can see. Has no heart in it right now. John, you getting ready to stab the engine back in?
Try to.
Gotta
make some motor mounts.
He's gonna try to. He's got to make motor mounts first. So I'll show you kind of what we got going on this thing. This is a road race car. Customer from Texas. We just built the engine for this thing. It's got a fresh bullet, and you gotta get it stabbed back in. It's pretty cool setup here. So you're replacing basically all the way from the block out to the cradle then, huh? You're not just making like a solid puck or anything. Do you need the clearance for the oil pump on that side? Is that what it is? So, you know, self-induced problem. So this setup, we put a dry sump, a daily dry sump on it. Obviously you can see the oil pump is in the way of the engine block or the engine mount on this side. So that's one thing we're gonna fabricate some mounts to get this thing dialed in, but quite the piece. Beautiful engine, should be awesome. Looks like it's gonna be his oil tank here, so it's coming on along. Won't mess with John too much. I'll just let him do his thing here. Vets are kind of a sketch to mess with. I know you guys have all seen it on the internet, so notice we have a stand under the back of ours. We're not trying to pop any wheelies off the rack. Not trying to be internet famous. Little 4th-gen car. This thing's getting pretty close, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I just need a couple things here.
Looks like it's got a little Thompson engine, Frankenstein headed deal, customer supplied, all this stuff. I guess we put the turbos and stuff on it. He supplied all that stuff. Yeah, we basically just putting the car together, gonna do some tuning. It's a really clean car though. It looks really nice. It's gonna be a pretty clean, you know, detailed build. Stuff we really like, you know, kind of looking at stuff, looking at placement on things, and some of this stuff takes a lot of time. I'm anxious to see this thing get going and get together. It should be a really fun car. Little C10 truck, LT swap. Pretty sure Bubba Beeson did this guy. Got Leslie's car over here. Freshening the transmission up in this thing. It broke the cog belt on the back of the blower. On the last pass it made, we were wondering why it was down about 20 miles an hour, and well, that will do it. Little swap car here. Also James Matthews' car. It is an LS7 setup. It had a cracked sleeve. I think he bought the car just like it sits. So we've got to go through and fix some stuff and get him going back 100%. So let me get a little loud out here, guys. What are you doing, James?
Putting a transmission in this one.
Putting a transmission in here.
Just got done putting one of the Circle D kits in it.
James is almost like a self-appointed truck guy. I think because he has a truck, the trucks gravitate towards him.
Yeah.
So.
It's not bad.
Well, I won't bother you too much. Is this a LT truck? Yeah.
Yeah.
LT truck. So, anyways, it got a converter in it?
Yeah. Circle D converter, Circle D kit.
Is it cammed or anything, or?
Yeah, it's got a camshaft.
Okay. So we gotta do some tuning on it, obviously, I guess. Cool. What's up, Adam? What are you doing? Adam's porting the windshield wiper trim, the cowl trim. It looks like. You porting that out?
Yeah, trying to get some clearance for the high ram.
I see. Yeah. Not quite as slick as the 6th gen where you can just unbolt the whole cowl off of there, huh?
Nah.
Had to do a little cutting, so looks pretty good though. Lines look good. Did you have somebody else do that for you, or did you do that?
Nah, I did it. It's just he was showing me how to do it properly.
He doesn't get my sense of humor. We mess with Adam a lot, but he does a good job. He stays busy. He's pretty good about asking questions before he goes too far and tears some ish up. But no, this is a lot of the stuff that takes a lot of time, guys. Fitting all this stuff and making it look good. Like stuff like this can eat up a lot of time. So anyway, just walk on back and see what we got going today. I think Ben's gone today too. What else do we have? What else do we have? Little parts washer area over here. You know, the techs have storage above and beside, and workbenches beside their toolbox, and of course most of them have 1 to 2 builds going at a time, so it stays really busy and packed in here, as you can see. In here we got customer's car, Brandon Webster, doing some little touch-up stuff on it. He's been out of commission for a while, just getting it freshened back up and going and everything. Another customer from out of state. Another build we're working on, waiting on parts, waiting for some of the Holley stuff for the port injection. Little 2650 LT4 setup we're putting together. Should be a pretty nasty little car. Can't wait to get this thing going. Here's a little pic of what we did for auxiliary fuel system behind the rocker panel on here. Pump and filtration, and a lot of the relays and electrical over here on this side, so try to keep it as tidy and trim as possible. So moving on along, show you guys this. Got a little 6 gen on the dyno, and just some of our light machining equipment we have back here for the small types of stuff we work with, you know, as far as fabrication, you know, getting things cleaned up, making little parts, pieces, spacers, etc. So they've been back here working on making metal, it looks like, already this morning. So anyways, guys, that's kind of a walkthrough, unplanned. Just walk through to surprise everybody, get them in their own natural environment. I always like to get people I don't like them to be planned, you know, and people run away from the camera sometimes, so don't give them a choice this way. Anyways, there's a walkthrough Monday morning, May the whatever it is, I don't know. It's getting close to the end of the month. I'm losing track of days. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get back up here and get at it. I think Ben's got some stuff going on today. Someone will be doing some tuning here this afternoon after lunch. I've done some remote stuff this morning, trying to keep you guys supported on the remote front. As always, we appreciate you guys. Leave us some feedback, what you think about the videos and the content. Give us some suggestions of things you guys might like to see. And I'll let you guys get back to your day as well. I'm going to do the same. So thank you guys as always, and we will catch you next time.